It's time for the talking to stop and the fighting to start. This should be good. I'm Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Sugar Ray Leonard, weighing in at 72 kilos, bang on, 175 centimeters tall, with a reach of 179. And standing across the ring from him, perhaps the greatest to ever do it, Sugar Ray Robinson. In the middleweight division, 160 pounds, 5'11" tall, with a reach of just over 72 inches.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Sugar Ray Leonard, one of the greatest all-time, won world titles in 5 weight classes, and he fights out of Wilmington, North Carolina. Sugar Ray Robinson. Many consider him to be the greatest fighter in the history of this sport. Inducted into the International Hall of Fame in 1990, he fights out of Harlem, New York.
You can hardly hear yourself speak. The fans are going mad for this.
And with that, we turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Chip.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, presenting one of the all-time greats, the Hall of Fame legend of boxing, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, from New York, here is one of boxing's all-time greats with 174 wins in his 201 fights. A welterweight champion of the world, a 5-time middleweight champion of the world, Sugar Ray Robinson.
All the talking has been done. It's time to start doing the walking.
Todd, all I can say, heaven on earth. Heaven on earth.
So they stare into each other's eyes one final time, touch gloves, and get prepared for battle. And there's the bell to start the round. Straight right just misses.
You are the sweetest thing. I left all the joy you.
You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. You can really feel the buzz in the air tonight. So much hype here in this arena.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it. Neither fighter willing to slow down.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? The left hook can't miss. He threw a punch and just got countered. And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. This round still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what, next round, you're getting it. You're going to get it. Kitchen sink.
hoping for an all-action slugfest. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
This is what makes outside fighters so good. Their footwork is second to none. It's as fast as their hands.
You can't throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You're gonna get knocked out. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it. Not a lot of defense here at all.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Both men step back for just a moment. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
Wow, you know, I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bell, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
They ring the bell, and here we go. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. You'd like to see more jabs. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Counter punch caught him clean. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out of the way, box him, frustrate him, because if you let him get away with it, he'll close you down.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter shot. Caution is being thrown to the wind. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite level middleweights. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. From this moment forward, and there's the bell to start the round. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Can't find a home with that jab. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Beautiful counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. And he scores with the counter. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ear. They ring the bell, and here we go. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Both men step back for just a moment. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. He is down big time on the scores.
Every second, every minute of this fight.
And there's the bell to start the round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on the end. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
Middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Just missed with that hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
Wow, it was like two different leagues.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
You can tell one of these fighters is starting to fade. What does he need to do to get back in this contest?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this could be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Back and forth they go. They have no respect for each other's punching power. And he scores with the counter. Well, Johnny, we're in the early stages here. What have you seen so far?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when you go to the ring with fights like that and you punched him, you just want to...
Oh, Leonard just got rocked. No, we don't see Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Leonard took a big shot and down he goes. I think that will look even more dramatic in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
So we enter the final 10 seconds here in a pretty dominant display. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. So it's plan B time after being knocked down in that round.
Can make or break a fighter.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges. The judge is going to have a tough job.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Needs to put some combination work together. 1 punch is good, 2 punches better. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. A perfect counter lands. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
He threw a punch and just got countered. The jab doesn't quite connect. Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Which fighter will say no mas? Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Let me explain to you about a fast fighter that's got hand speed and footwork. They're relaxed. They're confident. They know they just have to quick burst, boom. In a split second, they've let 4 shots go. Their footwork has got them out of the way. And these guys are so relaxed, and that's why they can maintain.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
The bell, sometimes it couldn't be the sweetest sound.
And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off a very tough round, let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Nope, that jab not going to score. You'd like to see more jabs. Missing with the hook. They exchange punches. Well, Johnny, has anything surprised you here as we enter the final frames of this bout?
Don't get trigger happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when it gets...
Sugar Ray's in trouble. Looks like they're out of trouble.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
That left hook misses. That counter shot lands. Right when you think the pace will slow, you know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. What would you tell this guy? We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagin and pickpocket him.
Straight right just misses. That jab misses. Back and forth in this round. The momentum continues to shift. Can't land that jab.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power. Sugar Ray Leonard dazed. Sugar Ray is down. As we take another look, it's this punch right here that sealed the deal.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
Give me your ball.
10 seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Oh, Leonard just got rocked.
Legs. Think about what you're doing.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes after that big knockdown.
You've been put down, you've got to think right, survive, and then give it back the next round.
We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Killing the score. Sugar Ray is down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five. Can you continue?
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Gotta look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee.
I don't believe it. One of the all-time greats, Robinson, goes down. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
One, two, three, four.
Let's talk about Robinson in that last round. Beaten. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs will feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wake you up. They can't even go into game plan.
How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax because you know what you can do in the gym.
Sugar Ray's in trouble. Sugar Ray is down on the canvas. When you get hit with a body shot like this, there's nothing you can do. Watch it again in slow motion.
I need to see that again.
Six, seven, eight. You are ready.
At some point, the corner has to stop the fight for this fighter because he's not going to lay down. Oh, Leonard just got rocked. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now. Sugar Ray Leonard, Sugar Ray Leonard, can you believe it? Just got knocked down. Imagine seeing this punch coming and not being able to do anything about it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Come to me.
Let's talk about Leonard in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
Unbelievable heart, knocked down twice.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set for another round. They ring the bell, and here we go. Something has got to change after 2 knockdowns in the last round.
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'd be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Only catching air with that hook. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. These punches coming from every angle.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Can't land the jab there. Robinson got buzzed there. He's in trouble. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.